I got to go to an anime convention. Hello, my name is Steve Gearhart, and this is the Unagi Observer. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching today's video. Today's video is going to be kind of a fun one for me because I get to do something that I didn't think I was going to be able to do this season. As we all know, COVID-19 has put the kibosh on a lot of stuff, on a lot of different conventions and organizations and things like that. And I was originally going to actually talk about conventions and things like that this season, and since COVID kind of screwed everything up, what are you going to do? So I kind of put that on the back burner and just thought, okay, nothing's going to happen. So imagine my surprise when Brett Newhall from Geek Archaeology and his merry band of friends decided to put on a online convention and called it OnCon 2020. So naturally, once I learned about this, I signed up. It was for free, and just signed up just mainly for stats, and spent a good chunk of the weekend, actually most of the weekend, almost all of the weekend, doing this online convention, and it was actually pretty good. Online conventions are not necessarily a new thing. They're kind of uncommon. They don't happen that often, but given the circumstances, it was felt that this was needed, and it was, and it served a purpose. So let me just break down the review of this. So let me start with the actual construct of the online convention. It was separated over 3 different websites. So Brent Newhall was on YouTube, where most of the panels and cooking demos and the auction happened. On Discord, for the Geek Archaeology page, they had a segment where you could click in and you could do a swap meet. There was one of his friends was running a trivia contest. There was a cosplay where people would send up their videos or pictures of themselves. And at the last second, not at the last second, but at one point we all were kind of in a chat discussion over on the panels, and Brent said, well, why don't we just put in the URLs from YouTube of AMVs we like and put it over at Discord, and I'll make a little folder for it, and we'll have our own rave going on at home. So we all contributed AMVs to it, and during the night people sent in selfies and things like that, showing them dancing to the songs that we all put for each other. So that was kind of pretty cool. Now the third part of it was a video room. Yes, you actually could see anime at an anime convention. For those of you who know Anymore, another convention that I actually really like, my biggest complaint about them is that they don't really do a good job on their video rooms. Well, they did a really good job on the video room here. So each day was its own decade. I think it was 70s, 80s, and 90s. And it was really pretty cool. So there was a list, and it was on site. SciTube. And so what they would do is each day you got a list, and at a certain point it would just turn on as if it was a network channel, and it went through the shows. And not only did it have anime on there, but they had retro Japanese commercials. That kind of thing I just really, really like. So anyway, so you got to see anime if you wanted to see anime. And one of the best things that happened in the SciTube site for the video room was that we all got into a chat discussion as Macross Do You Remember Love was playing the movie. And that was really fun. So anyways, that's kind of how it was set up. And like I said, it was actually for an online convention or an online kind of event. It was just a lot of fun. There was actually things to do. You actually had to map it out a little bit. You know how, like, when you go to a convention, you have to go, okay, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go here, I want to see this, I want to do that. You actually wanted to do that for these things, or for this thing. So that was kind of cool that there was so much interesting things to take a part of. So let me just give you some highlights. One of the things was one of the panels was the Gynax panel. And you say, okay, everyone does the Gynax panel. Well, this particular panel delved into the actual history of them and what they were doing when they weren't making anime and how they got to that point. And it was really fascinating. Of course, Brett did his panels, and they're always very good. So if you ever get to see him at a convention, or if he does Oncon again, please watch them. They're really good. And of course, the rave stuff was fun. The Macross movie. And one thing that I didn't think that I would be interested in that really grabbed me, and I was kind of like, whatever, I'll just check it out, was the online auction that was being done through the YouTube. So basically how it worked was Brett Newhall had an item, and he put it up for auction. By the way, the proceeds goes to the WHO organizations in an effort to find a vaccine for COVID-19. So he would put up an item, and we'd bid in the chat room, and he would time it, and it went pretty well. And I actually had a lot of fun. I got excited, and I bid on a few items, and I won a few items. So anyway, all for a good cause. And one of the things I also liked, I know this might seem a little bit silly, but I'm a foodie. I really enjoyed watching Brent make cookies. Who knew? Anyway, that was a lot of fun. And one of the things I really liked about the panels was that you could have a panel going on, and you could have a sidebar chat going on. Now, I know that people do this when they do live streams, but still, it's just, I think it's really interesting how you can do a side chat and not interrupt the main program. To me, that's really nice. That's one of the things that, while I love doing panels and love going to panels at conventions, one of the biggest things that you have to deal with is with an audience that likes to talk while you're giving the panel. It can be very distracting. So I thought this was really pretty cool, really pretty nice. And like I said, it was just, I don't know if it was because it was something that was needed at this time that we all wanted to enjoy and have a good time with. There was no drama. There was no fanboy funk. No convention crud. None of that kind of thing. And while there is no real substitute for an actual live convention, particularly if you're a cosplayer and stuff like that, this was pretty damn good. I gotta tell you, it was a lot of fun for me. And just chatting with some of the people, I don't normally, I talk with people at conventions, obviously, but I don't chat with people, if that makes sense. So when I was online with these people and we were just kind of doing it back and forth, it was really quite pleasant. I enjoyed it a lot. So OnCon 2020 was a success. It was a lot of fun, and at the end of it, obviously, when we actually had closing ceremonies, and as we were going through it, giving suggestions and stuff, it was by the end taken for granted and agreed upon that OnCon is a thing. And it may not just be an annual thing. It may be every few months, maybe twice a year, maybe 3 times a year, who knows. But I'm looking forward to it. So to Brent Newhall and Geek Archaeology and his friends who put all this stuff together, who worked really hard to put it together, to make it a fun time, to just throw something out there with all this nonsense that's going on in the world right now, to have this, you guys were awesome. OnCon was awesome. And I can't wait for the next one. And if you didn't get a chance to go to OnCon 2020, check out Geek Archaeology, go to the Discord page, and just check every now and again and see when the next one's going to be, because it's just so nice and easy and fun. Again, guys, you guys did a great job. So yeah, it was fun. So anyway, so I hope that encourages you to seek it out in the future. So with that, I'm going to close out this video because I actually do work at home. The reason why I'm in my kitchen is because my workspace has to be my workspace right now. And so I just wanted to do this video really quick for this week. I was originally going to do some other stuff, but I really wanted to talk about Hong. So anyway, if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, and I would love it if you subscribed. That would make me feel so good. And if we get to 250 people, you all will get a digital sushi roll. And who doesn't love sushi? I love sushi, you love sushi, we all love sushi, right? So let's get to 250. All right, my name is Steve Gerhardt, and again, this is the Unagi Observer. Thank you so much for watching. Keep an eye out for OnCon, and I will see you guys next time.